welcome along to a podcast. This is a podcast about things.
Where the tit crew talk.
We're
talking tits.
The talking tits. Now, what are the tits? I hear you ask.
The tits.
Do we need to explain this, or are we just going to leave it unexplained?
Depends on how coherent you want this to be. Like
coherent?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
I know it's a dirty word amongst the Invisible Tower, but
do we assume that people know from your game, well, no, because if we're all having this on our separate channels, some people might, some people won't.
Meh. Well, anyway,
we are the tits. That is all you need to know.
We are collectively a triple-breasted whore of Eroticon 6.
we are the tit collective.
I call dibs on middle tit.
I like to collect my tits. I hang them on the wall. So yes, hello. I am Christian. Joining me today is Ozzy. Say hello, Ozzy.
Hello, Ozzy.
Thank you. And Rich. Say hello, Rich.
Hello, Rich.
Thank you.
Do we want to plug our separate individual channel?
We should plug our separate individual channels. As you've suggested so, would you like to plug yours first?
Oh, well, here I am, Ozzy, at TS Games 1181.
Yes.
That's
Rich?
Yes, hello, I am Richard of Pheasant Films.
And I'm Christian with a K of Christian444. Although we should add that the whole purpose of this podcast is not like just to plug our gaming channels. It's not strictly speaking a gaming podcast. It's
it is a wonderful addition to it, but it's not the main focus.
It's a wonderful addition to the world.
It's more a crossover of the universi.
Yeah.
So basically, we are Infinity War.
Basically, we've each got our own series going on, but this is now Avengers Assemble. In the UK.
We all do our own things. We sometimes cross over in each other's things, but this is the movie. This is where we all come together to save the world.
Exactly.
Of the internet.
That sounds like a better way of putting it.
I love how Richard is just not that enthusiastic about it. We're all here. We're going to save the world. We are the Avengers. And Richard's just,
I'm like Hawkeye. I'm just along for the ride.
So, right. What have you been up to this week, Rich? How are things?
Well, this week, my week has pretty much been involved with just working, mainly, essentially. Because I work in a cinema, I know all a lot about the new films coming out recently, so I've mainly been involved with the film era recently.
The film industry.
More than gaming. I think that sentence made sense.
The oeuvre of films rather than of games.
Yes, quite.
Yes. So, as they say in America, the new Rogue One trailer has just dropped.
Do they only say that in America?
Yeah, it's dropped.
Only in America.
In America, it's dropped. Luckily, someone picked it back up.
Yeah.
And it's on YouTube. Have you seen it?
Did they clean it? Don't want to be just picking shit up off the floor.
I don't know if you cleaned it. It's quite gritty.
I do like the look of it. It does look interesting. It does feel like an expanded universe story. I mean, that's because it is, but you know what I mean, right?
It's something to do with Star Wars.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I am kind of annoyed that the whole plans for the Death Star and them stealing all that sort of stuff isn't done by Kyle Katarn, but
true,
which is what happened.
Katarn.
You know what? In all my years of talking about Star Wars Expanded Universe, I've never heard that joke before.
Ozzy, I'm a little concerned. That you didn't know what we were talking about at the start of that sentence.
Well, I knew that it was something to do with Star Wars. I don't know what.
Was that given away by the fact that Christian said a new Star Wars trailer was dropped?
Did you? I thought you said a new Rogue One.
I said a Rogue One trailer has dropped.
Yeah.
Guys, a new trailer's just coming out. Oh, shit.
You broke it. No, we can't show it. It's all ruined. No, I know of it. I don't know what it is.
It is set between episodes 3 and 4, and it's about people infiltrating the Death Star to steal the plans of how to destroy it.
Okay, so it sort of bridges the prequels to the originals.
It unfortunately connects the terrible prequels to the decent original films.
Yeah, but any series has the family that you don't speak to.
It's like the 20th anniversary of Dick and Dom being on the BBC this year.
20th?
Oh,
yeah.
They're only about 25, aren't
they? They can't be any older than me. The fact they were on TV when I was a child means nothing.
The fact that we're now almost nearing 25 and they've been on TV since we were ickle.
Christ, we are nearing 25, aren't we?
What day is it today?
I don't know.
It's Saturday? The 15th of October. Okay. So tomorrow,
thanks for dating this, by the way.
November, December, January, February. In 4 months, I'll be 25 years old.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
You're getting old.
I don't know.
Your back's already gone out once.
I didn't know his back was even in.
Yeah, she has. Oh, backs are in this season. No, I remember when I joined my my work, and one of the guys in my team was 26 and I was 21, and I was like, he's mid-20s like a real adult. No, I'm nearly mid-20s. What's going on?
Yeah, 20 years since Dick and Dom started on CBBC.
Dick and Dom is the best.
Yeah.
It's so good.
They're actually taking over CBBC studios today from 4 o'clock.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to watch that.
Sure, we'll stick it on in the background and just faintly hear it.
See, this is what happens when you pay attention to Facebook.
Facebook?
Oh, I ain't got like Dick and Dom or CBBC on Facebook.
Neither do I, but people I'm friends with do.
Okay. Well, as is previously established on anything, I don't have friends, so...
Then what are we, acquaintances?
People I know.
Yeah. People you met.
People
I
I've
have come
met.
to regard you as people I met.
Yeah.
Which leads us
That's a good
nicely on
segue.
to...
No, yeah. You two are... I've got 3 friends that I have really anything to do with ever. So, you two and Ray, so...
Someone to care for, to be there for. I've got you two. As they say in the seminal hit, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Bang. Bitty Bitty Chang Chang.
Bitty Chang Chang.
Yeah, I do feel like an interloper right now. Just like, you two have got your own thing going, I'm just like here as well.
No, you're not an interloper, you're just...
Intruder.
You're the sanity. You're the more sane one. We've just lost our sanity through 160, 70, 80 episodes of Digimon World. I forgot to breathe in that sentence. Don't forget to breathe.
It's quite important.
It is.
Anyway, going back to that segue I mentioned a couple of seconds
The
ago.
segue that we've kind of gone past.
You know what you
Yeah.
don't see anymore? You know what you don't see anymore is
Actual
those
segues.
little
Actual
do you remember those hoverboard things that were apparently hoverboards?
No, I don't, because they neither were hovered or boards.
They used to be everywhere. Like, oh my god, you guys, we got this
we
great
can
new
do-
hoverboards, and we can go along at a slightly slower than walking pace.
Yeah.
I just, like, the naming, I wanted to find out who named that thing and then stab them in the face. Because it's got wheels.
Yeah.
The whole point of hovering is that you don't touch the ground. The wheels touch the ground. Ergo, not a hoverboard. Did they even see Back to the Future 2?
I was about to say they've probably not seen it, so it's one of those. It's one of those old films.
Yeah, they're all film light, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the benefit of the tape, Ozzy and I are gesturing wildly behind us.
Anyway, Rich, you wanted to go on about Red Dwarf.
Yes.
We keep interrupting you.
Yes. Now we've looped back around the motorway and come back onto this.
You got round the roundabout.
We got stuck in
Indeed.
traffic on the way.
Traffic on the M5 is terrible. But yes, the intergalactic bypass. Yes, Red Dwarf came back a couple of weeks ago. Have you both been watching?
Red Dwarf, yes.
One certainly has been watching, yes.
Yes, what do you think of it so far?
Yeah, it's still good as ever, really.
I enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a bit confused though, because I thought Rob Grant brought it back and Doug Naylor wasn't involved, but I'm looking at the credits this series and it's just Doug Naylor that's involved and not Rob Grant. Did I get it wrong, or have they swapped?
Yes, you got it around completely the wrong way, because after season 6 they split up.
Okay.
There was a horrible divorce.
I knew they'd have a tiff and split up, but I can't remember which one was which.
Which one was it in this current series that you said?
Naylor.
Naylor. Yeah, so Rob Grant wanted to do more comedy and Doug Naylor wanted to do more sci-fi.
Right.
Which explains why season 7 was not as good, because it had more of a science fiction impact to it.
Yeah.
Less character, more...
Exactly. Whereas the books, they went off in 2 separate directions, both going off of the same branching point, backwards, I think the book was, and then they went off to do Last Human and Infinity Welcomes Careful Drivers, or the other way around. So they split off doing that with 2 different styles of it, so there's multiple continuities for Red Dwarf.
Okay, so I've got a couple of the books, and I did wonder if they were just like pilot type things, if they came before the series, and then when they made it into a series, they changed bits.
Yeah, it was like they came after the split.
They came out,
obviously.
okay.
And yeah, because like I said, one wanted to do one more of the other side. Because the thing is with Red Dwarf, that show like Hyperdrive. Do you remember Hyperdrive?
Oh, with Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
The reason that one didn't take off so well is because Red Dwarf is a comedy set in space.
Yeah.
Whereas Hyperdrive is a science fiction comedy.
Yeah, there was more on the sci-fi.
It's such a clear divide between the two, in my eyes, anyway.
Yeah.
Because I try to think of a way to phrase it.
Well, the good stuff in Red Dwarf was always just interactions between the characters. It was nothing sci-fi
them
related.
in Red Dwarf,
like,
they didn't go off in Starbug to this, that, and the other. They were just in Red Dwarf chat and shit.
Yeah, like there was always sci-fi driving their interactions, but you could have taken the jokes and put them somewhere else.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's why season 7 didn't work that well, because it relied too much on like the time travel and the parallel dimensions and stuff like that. It was still funny,
I think, and they changed it up too much from what it had started off as well, because obviously Rimmer had left, they got Ink Chance, so not only did they make it more sci-fi, but they just it was like a whole new Doctor Who, but without the regeneration to explain why everyone was disappearing.
Yeah,
the stars are going out.
The stars are going out.
The weird thing about Series 7 is that Chris Barry didn't like doing the live performances, which is why they got rid of the studio audience.
Okay.
And yet he was only in it for 2 episodes, then he left.
Yeah.
So it's like, really? You made us do this and then get fucked off? That hardly seems fair.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, it felt like a very different dynamic once Chloe Annette joined.
That's I think a lot of people probably didn't like that it was so different from the past 6 years. Maybe that's why it did go downhill a bit.
It had such a clear identity that they changed it and it just didn't feel quite the same.
Yeah. It's like, same show, still loved it, but it just didn't feel like it meshed with the past 6 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think this series, Rimmer has been written really well.
Yes.
I've laughed so much at this.
Oh yeah, because you would have just caught... I haven't watched episode 5 yet, because you can watch it a week ahead online.
Oh, what is Officer Rimmer isn't the most recent one, is it? That's the last one I saw.
If you watch it on like UK TV Player app, you can watch the next one a week early.
Yeah, because I remember the last one I saw was Officer Rimmer.
That's the last one I saw, but I saw that a week ago.
Okay, I didn't realize they put
delayed.
Yeah, I was a week ahead, but now that I missed it on Thursday, I'm not a week ahead. It's
because is it on Dave or is it just on UK TV Play?
Dave, yeah, you can watch it on Dave.
Oh, okay.
Dave.
Ah, yes, episode 5 is out.
First day at 9 p.m.
Crisis. Spelt with a K.
Ooh.
Why?
I'm guessing if it has something to do with Crichton, then
I wonder why.
I wonder what character they're going to be focusing on.
Maybe this is the episode with him, with the shot from the intro where he's dressed up like Iron Man.
Oh yes.
Oh, I missed that.
No, in the intro sequence.
Yeah, no, I missed that.
I won't put the audio up.
So the internet.
God, please don't make that the official jingle.
That is the official. Have you not seen it in my? No, of course you haven't. You don't watch my videos.
It becomes to the internet.
No.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So you know, every time we say to the internet, I put in a clip of
meat.
Yeah, it's meat coming up and back like the Batman logo, and then someone swirling around in the background with the audio of Ozzy going.
I wonder if DC could sue you for that.
DC.
Yeah, because it's a Batman thing, isn't it?
They can't even get their own name right. They can't put together a lawsuit properly. No, what does DC stand for?
Detective Comics.
Yeah, Detective Comics.
Yeah, that's true.
They're officially called DC Comics. It's like British BP or, I don't know, GP Pre.
GP Grand Prix.
I think it's probably like EA, because like EA once stood for Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
And while they are still electronic, there's no art going on in there.
Oh. Sick bird on EA there, coming from the blue corner.
I think it. But the thing with Red Dwarf, like the most current series, the humour is great, the characterizations are perfect, the episodes can slot right into Series 5 or Series 6, something like that.
Yeah.
My main complaint is that they don't know how to end the episodes.
Yes, that is so true.
They just sort of stop.
They seem to be relying a lot on the whole Lister and Crichton doing their odd thing, don't they?
Yeah, but
like the
most
nowadays.
recent episode, Officer Rimmer, like spoilers for the end of the episode, the monster is chasing them, and then I'm going to do one more thing. What's that? Dying. Poof. Episode ends.
Yeah, that was so weird.
They could have done with an extra 5 minutes just to wrap it up.
Well, not even an extra 5 minutes, just like an extra, like the monster explodes, they're all standing over it, one final joke, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially end on a joke for a comedy.
Yeah.
The fact it ended on just like the shot of the monster exploding, it just feels...
Is it? We've only got enough budget left to fire this one shot. Oh, maybe the budget ran out.
Maybe the camera just ran out of memory on the on the hard drive or whatever cameras use.
The battery ran out at that point. They shot, unless they shot at the camera. Like, oh, you fucked our camera up.
We've only got one camera.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Right, so we need to talk about one thing though before the episode ends.
Oh no!
Oh yes, what's that?
Which is sponsorship.
What?
Wait, we're sponsored?
No, but we need to become sponsored.
Oh, we need to get sponsorships.
Yeah, we need to. So we need to.
Who should we reach out to?
Well, we need to slowly start seeping in various branded things to the episodes, such as what have you been up to? And you say, well, I was just listening to my free audiobook from enjoying the crystal clear clarity in many diverse worlds that I'm able to reach.
Whilst munching on my Cadbury Twirls.
Yeah.
Multi-pack bars not for resale.
And do you know what, Ozzy? They get a lot of stick to Kraft for buying out Cadbury, but say what you will about closing the factory in Cambridge and moving it to Poland, they pass the savings on to us.
I have literally no idea what you're on about right now.
So, YouTube have just bought this service, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a service that enables, like all the crap buzzwords they use. It enables content creators.
Content creators.
Thank you, Rich. And brands to reach out to each other and connect and so on. And you need a minimum of 5,000 subscribers to sign up to it.
Oh, yeah, you've got a 5,000, but I don't.
Yeah. So what I've done, I've signed up to it, and it has to be processed or something. So I don't know if they have to check first to see if you can see if your name's on the list, kind of thing. But I was looking at the brands, and it's all the cool brands, like all the cool kids would use, like fashion companies and so on. Which I mean, really, the kind of things we want to be sponsored by is Cadbury's, McVitie's,
stuff that
Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, but come on, if the Yogscast can't get fucking Jaffa cakes, what chance do we have?
That's a good point. That's why we need to start making an effort now.
Toei, we need Toei to sponsor us.
Yeah.
The amount of Digimon we advertise on ours.
What about Bandai Namco Co?
Same.
Yeah.
What if you keep calling them that? Probably not.
Well, to be honest, is any company going to be happy about the fact that we just effectively steal their content?
And we swear all the time. It's like, it's a Digimon video.
How is that different from the rest of the internet?
I'm
very cynical in this trio, aren't I?
Yes, you're
in your tree.
The voice of logic.
The voice of raisins.
Voice of reason, whereas we're just the voices of sanity.
The voices of sanity?
Gone.
The voices of sanity. That's a good name for a metal band.
We
are voices of sanity.
Well, that's Tit Bang's third album.
We've released a lot of albums.
By this, we're on our third now.
Yeah, blimey.
What the hell are the first two called? What wasn't I told?
One of them was The Mighty Tit Bang.
That's right, that was the debut.
The Mighty Tit Bang.
The Mighty Tit Bang.
Come with us now on a journey through time and space.
Time and tit.
Yes.
To the world of them.
Did we retroactively do the Mighty Boosh theme tune? Or do we do a cover of it?
Oh, we do a cover of it. In our own Yeah, well, it's going to be a cover in our own inimitable style, considering that our instruments are a slide whistle, an acoustic bass, a harmonica, an acoustic electric piano, and a vibra-slap. And one of these.
I think you're also forgetting we have the power of a cappella.
I think you're going to say the power of love. Yeah, that's true. We are
we are not Huey Lewis nor the news.
Oh, so that's another thing we need to decide.
Are we going to do news on this?
Yeah. Are we? We need a format. Which is currently. That's
I'm pretty sure that's already been taken. Call it a hunch.
Hey, I've got a really good idea. Of what we could do. Basically, there's 22 people in a room. We get 22 people and we give each of them a box, and inside the box is an amount of money.
Well, first we'd need money. Then we'd need 22 people.
I was going to say,
and we'd need boxes.
Yeah.
I love the idea, but I can only think of one major problem.
What's that?
Assume that all of us combined know 22 people.
Well, as I've mentioned, I know 3.
I can get 5, maybe 6 at a stretch.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9. How many can you add to the table?
Oh
no! Wait, no.
Can I use the same
not
people?
Including us.
No, we can't actually. I can only add 1 to the table because you two are already. You two are part of my team.
Well, we need someone to host it.
Shit.
You just walk into we bring Ray in and just Ozzy, all of your friend is here.
Well, I thought the 3 of us were the hosts, and then the 22 people are.
No. We need 1 host, 1 banker.
Okay. Oh, okay. Is it turning into? Are we turning this into What show was it with the banker? The banker's calling.
What? What do you mean?
Boxes and bankers.
Seems like snakes and ladders.
Yeah.
Oh, you've hit the bank and now you got to go slide down until you get to the next box. cows can't go downstairs.
Is that true?
Really?
That is absolutely true. They can go upstairs, but they can't go down them because their legs don't bend right.
I was looking for our book of facts.
Oh, I know where it is.
Speaking of cows...
Actually, I'm gonna have to put my heads on.
Yes. Speaking of cows, the Earth's atmosphere contains more than 15 trillion tons of water.
Okay, then.
Dissolving Viagra in water stops flowers wilting for up to a week.
Hang on a
Keep them
minute.
straight.
You've lost it now.
I just saw the word nuppence means no money. I've been saying that as a joke for years.
I mean, what? Nuppence is in no pence?
Yeah.
I've always assumed that.
Definition of nuppence. Having no money, being
No
skinned.
pence.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was a real thing.
Yeah, no, I always thought it was.
Michael, we're learning things left, right and centre today, aren't we?
Oh, Jesus. So we're reading from the 1234 Facts book from QI, which is very good.
I thought it was the 1,234.
Did you know there's actually a QI board game?
To leave you speechless. Pardon?
QI board
There's actually a
game.
QI
There's a QI board game.
There's a
Aussie?
Yeah.
There's a QI board game.
Wow!
I feel good. Okay, we need to stop now because of copyright.
It's right, it's our own...
Well, no, I said.
fair use.
Don't you? Are you really saying my singing is that good that we get copyrighted for it? I feel good.
No, I'm saying that YouTube's algorithm is absolutely terrible.
Exactly.
The estate of James Brown.
Oh my god. Okay, so the QI board game is about 12 or 10 pounds.
12 or 10.
What? It's one of them.
Yeah. There's also a Would I Lie to You
cannot
board
be £11.
We're all speaking at the same time.
I know.
So the QI board game is between 10 and 12 pounds.
Yes.
There is also a Would I Lie to You board game.
Which is threepence.
That's something
is-
we should just attempt. If we can get a couple of people out and we'll just do our own version of Would I Lie to You?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Or something, yes.
Or do I?
Or something that involves where we've got to try and trick each other into believing things that we're not believed and...
Yes. Well, we could try that next time, perhaps.
Speaking of things that are next and coming soon, did you see the trailer for the new Sun and Moon Monsters that was released?
I did see the trailer for the new Sun and Moon
I've
Monsters.
been
that's
avoiding
released.
as much Pokemon power as I can because I'd like to try and keep it as much of it. Last pictures I saw was weird, fucked up Executor.
Executor.
Yeah.
I love a lone Executor. It's
But
fucking hilarious.
yeah, I'm trying to avoid. I want it just to be a bit more of a surprise than any other games have been.
Yeah. That's
fair.
That was my plan too. But then the Pokemon Company and their infinite wisdom decided to hold probably the biggest competitive tournament in Europe about
A week or two.
not
5
even
days.
just under 2 weeks after the games were released in the UK. In London, and the tournament's in London, so I need to know a lot about the monsters that are available so that I can plan on what team I'm going to really quickly make in the space of a week.
How much do you want to bet you're not going to use any of the ones that have been revealed so far?
No, I'm definitely going to use
It's all going to be old school.
I'm definitely going to use the Fighting and Dragon Pseudo Legendary, definitely, because it's got soundproof, which will prevent it from being hit by Hyper Voice.
You allowed pseudo legendaries in official compo polls?
Yeah.
The compo
Oh,
polls.
Pseudo Legendary just like Salamander's Dragonite.
Komomo.
Yeah. They're not like Ho-Oh Lugia. They're like Tyranitar and
Yeah. So
How can you tell it's a pseudo legendary?
because it is
Nintendo decides.
Oh, sorry, it's a dragon type and it's a 3-stage evolution. Of course, it's
and
pseudo-legendary.
it's got one double weakness, and pseudo legendaries always have that. And see, the thing is, everyone is going to be using it, so I kind of need to use it because.
Unless you use something that's good against it.
Well, basically, the only thing that's good against it is fairy types, and I'm going to use a fairy type as well. So basically, Sylveon was everywhere last, well, not season before last, which is the last one I played.
It's everywhere for a bit.
Sylveon is a Bamf.
Yeah, Sylveon is amazing. Hyper Voice Pixelate. Pixie Plate Sylveon is amazing, which is why everyone's going to use this dragon type, because it has the ability soundproof, which means Hyper Voice won't work against it.
Okay.
However-
So every year they just try and get good against what was before the last year.
Well, they try and balance
If you
it,
can understand that.
Yeah. So they try and balance it every year, basically, yeah.
They try and beat
And-
last year's champ next year, sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So like Mega Evolution isn't allowed this year either.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, so basically everyone's so hyped about this soundproof dragon that everyone's going to be using it. I can tell.
What about Primal Reversion?
No, that's not in this new gen.
No.
Not allowed.
No.
Yeah, so
Dialga should have a Primal Reversion.
Primals were crap. This was last season's where you could use two mega legendaries on your two like big legendaries. You know what I mean, on your team. Which meant that basically every team was exactly the same because every team had a Groudon on it or a Kyogre.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mind you, what do you think about the Alola forms?
I think they're
in terms of their like concept and
yeah, because I fucking love them. It is quite interesting to note that they're all from Kanto.
It's a good idea. It's just not necessary. Yeah, fair enough. They're trying something new, but do they need to?
I know what you mean. Right.
Couldn't they have just used the effort to come up with new Pokemon?
A lot of it, again, though, is balancing because you look at Alolan Muck, which is Dark and Poison, which means that it is pretty much a kind of a dedicated killer of threats in VGC. So, yeah.
So, because from what it sounds at the moment, they're mainly this generation. They're building it for the people who do competitive playing rather than people.
They started doing that in Gen 6 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's turning less into a game for everyone to play and more into.
No, it is. They still have all that, but they're just taking care of the fact because they're trying to build a big esport, like your StarCraft.
They're trying to make it into a sport, basically.
Your StarCraft or your Dotas.
Or your Leagues of Legends.
That's the one.
And so on.
And your Quidditches.
Yeah.
And your...
You say that. I would love to see a World Championship of Quidditch World Cup.
Have you seen
just people actually running about?
No. You joke, Ozzy.
No, I joke because I know where the joke's...
That's a real thing, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, you could make Quidditch into a really fun sport, but instead of trying to make it into a real sport that normal real-world people can play, they try and play the wizard version, and they have someone dressed up like a fucking snitch, and everyone runs round brandishing brooms at each other. It's so weird.
If you just get rid of the wizarding aspects but keep the rules of the game, it could possibly work.
Yeah, so you could have...
You could attach a snitch to a fucking drone nowadays.
Yeah.
Instead.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about...
You just try to reach for the snitch and you cut your hands off.
Just play Quidditch with drones.
Yeah.
Then you try reaching for the snitch and you'll cut your fingers off.
No, but if you use drones instead of players...
Exactly.
Okay.
I think that's what he meant. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and attach like BB guns to the top of them. And then have one person controlling the BB gun and then one person controlling the drone.
So turn it into Mario Kart Double Dash, but with drones.
Yeah, pretty much. How cool would that be, though?
We should just all buy a drone each and then play Mario Kart Double Dash with drones.
That would require 6 people.
Right, well, I mean, you can do it
Mario
with
Kart
free.
8 then. There we go.
You can do it with free.
Yeah, just do half a game.
Yeah.
No,
Smash Brothers with drones.
Actually, we could all bring our one friend.
Oh yes, but what if Ozzy is my one friend
and Christian's my one friend, and then you're left?
Well, I did say I could find 5, maybe 6 people, so there should be some spares.
Oh,
Look at Mr. Social over here.
We've just been happy with each other's company for 22 odd years.
No comment.
Yeah, so Quidditch. What I was going to say was, I saw some people playing Quidditch on the Downs.
Here? Oh shit! In Bristol.
Up the Downs.
In Bristol.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And it got me thinking about this. It could be a pretty good
Should we
game.
just play Quidditch one day?
Because if you think about the whole sort of beaters and bludgers aspect, you could make it a kind of sort of hybrid with. Yes, Ozzy.
What was that?
It was Ozzy's toy.
More morphers.
No, well, close, but no. It's a sword. It's a sword. Sword gun.
Can I just finish my sentence, then we'll talk about it?
Okay.
You could make it a kind of fun hybrid with dodgeball. You only need one ball, but you would have people with bats that could throw the ball or hit the ball towards other people to get points as well, etc., or to knock them out, to time them out, and so on. Anyway, Ozzy's bought a toy.
Yeah, I mainly just picked it up to do like a. You mentioned beaters, so I picked it up to be my bludger beating bat. But I didn't realise it was turned on, so when I hit the trigger, it did its whole.
Now, Oz, is it a sword that is also a gun, or is it a gun that turns into a sword?
Or is it a gourd or a sun?
Technically, it could be a bit of both, actually, because you can switch the handle round so it looks like a gun, but the sword is sticking out the top. But then you can just turn it into a gun.
Ah.
Is it as stupid as the Gunblade?
No, search Tokuger or gun or something, I suppose.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Tokuger!
Tokuger gun.
Gabumon! Toshinka!
Toshinka Bushinka! It's the chunkiest toy I've got, though, in terms of... Do you like my chunky sword? It also shoots
Moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly in.
Can I just make a point with this tit tower thing? Please tell me there are punctuation marks in between the T, the I, and the T.
Yeah.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
It's the invisible tower. The invisible tower.
The
Is it possible to have an identity crisis without knowing what you are in the first place?
Who are you?
I don't know.
I know who I am.
Who am I?
Sort of.
Where am I?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Agumon. Whoa.
Agumon?
Whoa.
Hey, Ty. Have you? Do you know who you are?
You're the Generation 1 Agumon. I'm the Generation 5. No.
Are you the hip Agumon then?
I'm like Alpha 5 when he upgraded to Alpha 6.
No, Jesus.
Basically, the old Alpha was more of just like a ay, whereas the new one was a hip hop talking jigging.
Hip hop jiggity job.
Don't let it get you down, Slick.
Yeah, like that sort of thing.
Fair enough.
I love how we started the podcast by saying, right, what should we talk about? And we've talked about pretty much everything under the sun in just one podcast. Yeah.
And yet, strangely, nothing at all.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is the home field.
It is one of the paradises
of
the Invisible Tower.
Oh,
we that are invisible, unhearable, unseeable,
Audible.
unthinkable,
ununderstandable.
So yeah, I think that's a good enough place to stop.
Yeah.
For the moment, we'll have a little break. We'll make a cup of tea. Richie, you can check your audio.
Yeah,
because we know ours is working perfectly.
Yeah, because ours doesn't take 45 minutes to set up.
Rich, in the time it's taken you to set up your audio, we've recorded a 25-minute episode of Pokemon Soul Silver.
Damn. Okay.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end.
That is just the ending for anything we do.
So if there's a next time, we'll see you then. Thanks for attempting to listen. Bye.
Yes.
Bye. Looks like we're lasting off again.
I hate it when you do that.